7 is where I'm beginning. Orchestral instruments that have me spinning. HALiOTRON and pianos besides. These are a few of my absolute things. Synthesized worlds yet to be discovered. FM to spectral, they have it all covered. We've not even talked about wave sequencing. These are a few of my absolute things. When the beat drops, when the bass starts, inspiration lags. I simply reach out for my absolute things, and music production doesn't feel so bad. Groove Agent 5 with its rhythmic color, backbone with new beats that's smoother than butter. There's world percussion and a beatbox that stings. These are a few of my absolute things. When the beat drops, when the bass starts, when inspiration lags, I simply reach out for my absolute things, and production doesn't feel so bad. Hey, this is Simeon, and I want to talk to you today about ABOLUTE, and this is Steinberg's collection of instruments, drum machines, synthesizers, content, and it's all in this beautiful package. It's a huge package. You know, I was thinking about, how can I describe ABOLUTE? And it's almost like you're going to a restaurant and you look at the menu. You can't really decide what you want to order. And the thing is, you don't have to, because you can order everything on the menu. And that's kind of like what this is. And I've seen other companies do this with their other products. And it is a great way to kind of just give you a full collection of just like everything and not have to pay the price of the individual libraries and instruments, because I guess if you did them individually, it would be significantly more expensive. So we're going to take a look at ABOLUTE 6 from Steinberg. So let's just dive right in. I'm just having a little fun playing with the FM Lab, and that is a part of HALion 7. So let's just take a quick look at what is included in ABOLUTE. It's just full of stuff, and I'm just going to refer to this website to kind of be our guide. So you've got HALion 7, Retrologue, different patch libraries, expansion libraries. Sounds of Soul is for Retrologue. Padshop, Polarities is a Retrologue expansion. Skylab, all these different types of synthesizers. Aron, TRIBALWERK, Trium, and HALioTRON, which is kind of like the Mellotron. So brass, organ, all of this is included. And then we have pianos, drums and percussion, and guitars. That kind of rounds out. Oh, bass. Well, we've got more cinematic instruments and choir. There we go. Yeah, this guy lets us know that we've come to the end of the tour. So we're just going to take I like to say that, there we go. I like to say that what I love to do here is like we're flying over these beautiful landscapes and just getting a bird's eye view of things, just to give you an idea of what is there. So let's just go ahead and start right off with HALion. And HALion 7 is like the flagship sampler, workstation type of virtual instrument. So let's dive into that. So here I have HALion 7 open, and we have the media bay over here on the right side, and that allows us to have access to all of the presets, all of the engines and instruments that we can load into HALion 7. And I just got the all selected, and you can just see all the different libraries and different instruments. And not all of the ones that you see over here are included in ABOLUTE, but you have a wide variety of add-ons, not only from Steinberg, but from third-party developers as well that have partnered to develop new instruments for HALion. And I think HALion really is one of those virtual instruments or one of those platforms that you need to hear more about. And I'm so glad that more developers are featuring it, giving it the attention that it really deserves because it is very powerful. Just to get us started, let's go to FM Lab. And I have a bunch of presets already rated at 5. And let's just use the tags over here to kind of filter out through some of the keyboards. So now we're looking at full tines, and let's just take a quick listen. The thing about FM Lab is that it's full-blown FM synthesis, and you have 8 operators. You have full control over editing and creating sounds, not only from the presets, but you could just come up with your own sounds, and they give you a full array of editing LFOs and steps, sequencers, and modulations, and it is just crazy. Let's go ahead and load up another FM piano. This is FM E piano. Just got that richness to it. You know, digital doesn't have to be, you know, just, it can be warm, if that's what we can say about it. So one more, we've got clav on a mission. Now this is using some of the step sequencers, the step modulation. And this is the Hawk clavinet. Got a complete effects rack with compressors, and we've got different slots we can load up and just take this sounds even further. Let's see, Clavid Junkie. Just a lot of fun sounds. Let's see, Hard Tines. Oh yeah, it's just like taking you back to the 80s. Yeah, we could spend all day on FM Lab looking at the media bay, and we can filter out things. Let's just check out some brass, and that'll filter out all of the brass instruments. Supreme Big Band, let's just check that out. That's fun. There's so much that you can discover with FM Lab. Let's just check out a couple of pads. No Escape, and this is one of my it's one of my favorite. This is just one patch, and that's what amazes me. The little mod wheel there. It's rich, and I guess it just still surprises me when I'm thinking that this is FM synthesis. And again, digital and FM doesn't have to mean that it's not warm, that it's cold. It doesn't have to be cold and all just cold code in digital. It can do that, but I love having the warmth of this. Yeah, that's so cool. Let's look and see what else is here. Let's go ahead and just take a look at Retrologue 2. And, you know, it's like, here we are again, going back to vintage to bring us a little bit into the future. And so let's pull this up. It's just like we're looking at hardware through the lens of the computer. Let's just start with the brass. Let's go to Beauty Brass. That's so much fun. Let's do another brass. Okay. Okay, let's see. It just triggers your brain to go in all of these different directions. Break out. That's fun. Okay, let's keep going. Let's just check out a couple more. This is just to give you just a taste. So let's check out one of the synth pads. Let's go to Cosmo Pad. And sometimes I like to kind of look at the names to see what they're going to sound like, but that's a little surprising. And then you have all of these different modules that you can turn on and off that activate the different sections. Let's turn on this phaser module, and instantly you kind of hear what it does. And you can just look at all of this. They give you a lot of things that you can do. Let's do one more. Then we've got a lot of ground to cover today. Flying on Wings. Because you just look at the list of patches. I mean, it's just incredible what they give you. Just this one synth. That's really wild. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back and take a look at what else we've got. Padshop 2. This is like a granular and spectral synthesizer, which you can import your own samples. Okay, so here we have Padshop, and I'm going to just drop this down, and let's just see what we can get into. Now we've got Padshop 2 presets, and then you can just see I've got all kinds of other patch libraries. Granular Guitars comes with ABOLUTE. So let's just drop down and look at a couple of these. Let's just go with the synth lead. Now this is using granular and wave sequencing. You've got two modes. Granular synthesis takes a sample and chops it up into little bitty grains that you can have access to. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's go to bass. Bold Man. Listen to how fat that is. And you see the display, how you're seeing the different grains. The modulation. That's That's one of the surprising things about these synthesizers that are included. They give you extensive modulation features. That's cool. Okay, let's go to brass. Ready for, oh, fun to play. Yeah, let's see. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that's exactly where it took me. Call me out, call me out. It is fun to play. It is fun to play. Okay, so let's see. Ready for drama? Yeah, that's it. In a world of granular and wavetable synthesis, a hero will arise. Padshop 2, part of ABOLUTE 6. Yeah, so that is crazy. Wow. Okay, so while we're here, let's just take a quick look at granular guitars. Let's just look at some of those acoustic guitars. Let's see, this is Guitar Plucked. Dream Plucker, let's see. Now look at this. Yeah, so this is taking tiny grain right at the very end of the waveform over there. And I think granular guitars is about 3 gigabytes of sample material and presets for Padshop 2. Let's go, let's see, Octave Cloud. So much you can do here. So we got acoustic guitars. Now, see, the thing is, we've got all different kinds of things included. Electric beds. Let's see, synth pad. I like going to synth pads. Let's go to cinematic guitar pad split. Down to that low end. Yeah, isn't that cool? Okay, so what do we have next? What do we have next? So we've got Skylab and Anima, a couple of other synths. We looked at granular guitars. Let's just let's take a quick look at TRIBALWERK. I was just kind of taking a look at that earlier today, and so let's load up HALion 7 again. Let's go to TRIBALWERK and let's just have some fun. Analog power. I'm just going to go to the very first one. Yeah, listen to that. That's crazy. Angie D. So this is definitely for a different genre of music. Body rock sync. Oh. Yeah, these are big, fat, monophonic. That's crazy. Bright pop bell. Yeah, so that's a little sample of TRIBALWERK, and it's really fun to play, to explore, and to get introduced to new things sometimes. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at HALiOTRON. HALiOTRON. And HALiOTRON is based on the very beautiful and classic, I guess you would call it like one of the first sample playback, because they use the tape loops basically as samples. So that's what brings that into a whole, it's amazing. It's amazing when we look at when we look at where we've come from and where we are now. And it seems like we're reaching back sometimes, and especially like with HALiOTRON, we're reaching way back to give us these sounds that started it all. And sometimes the past, I say this a lot, will propel us into the future. And this is a choir on tape. We've got three different samples or three different sounds, and it switches between the tape racks. There's like three different tape racks or three different tapes, and you can switch between them and use the mod wheel. Or in this case, I'm using CC1. We can kind of blend between there. That's huge. And let's see, let's go on. Galactic Sync. So here we've taken the classic sound and kind of played with it some. Let's see what's on the other. Yeah, you have three sound sources that you can just kind of go between. And we've got a slow and fast that speeds up the tape. That's crazy. Okay, let's do the flute and clarinet sandwich. So that's a little taste of HALiOTRON, and let's just keep going. Let's keep moving. Brass. So hot brass is another fun one to take a look at, and this is the Annette brass patch, and CC11 is expression. Just fun. And we've got some. Yeah, you can go crazy with that. Hammer horns. Yeah, so that's fun. So there's a ton of brass instruments in hot brass. And then, of course, we've got the veritable B3 here. So let's go, or the Model C is what we have here. So let's just pull this up. Yeah, Model C. Let's go to all bars. And the mod wheel controls the rotary effect. And you can assign MIDI controls to the drawbars. I can assign like the sliders and faders of my mix face, or a drawbar controller like my D9X behind me to get further control over that blues. There we go. That's fun. Okay, what's next? What's next? Okay, so now we get into the pianos, which is a great addition. Let's start with the Eagle. And these are just a few of my absolute things. There is so much to explore. So here we have all the presets for the Eagle. Let's just go to the initial. We have adjustments for the velocity curve and sustain resonance. So let's just kind of give it a play. Very cool. And we have adjustments on the tone. We can make it a little softer. Or we can make it hard. Just get a harder edge on it. That's fun. And got that sustained pedal resonance. Let's see. And it gives you that nice ringing out. You hear that ringing out? Let's go to concert evening and see what we have here. I like having these pianos inside of HALion because they're easy to kind of get to when you're using the engine. And while we're here, let's go ahead and go to the Raven. The Raven it's a lot brighter. can soften the tone on the Raven. I think that's very nice. So you've just got a ton of beautiful instruments here. And we've got the Grand 3. It's a little older piano collection. And let's take a look. We've got like the Bosendorfer and a Steinway. We've got a C7. So we'll just go through. We got a C7, a Steinway Model D New York, a Bosendorfer, an upright, and a CP80. So these are great to have when you just needed something really quick. So this is like lifetime performance. Let's just check it out. And this is the close. And you hear how nice and just get that nice brightness to it. And then we can adjust the EQ and the room ambience. And we can even adjust the piano's position and the amount of ambience that we want. That sounds nice. So let's go to, well, play defunct. Let's see. Yeah, that's really nice in your face. Right in your face. And let's see, we've got the Model D. Close mic, New York piano and ballroom. And the New York Steinways tend to be a little bit brighter. And rock me, baby. Yeah, that sounds closer to a C7, but it's that they harden the hammers a little bit to give it a really bright attack. Yeah. And then we have the upright. No, the Bosendorfer. Let's go ahead and go with the Bosendorfer. Gospel and blues. And this is the 290. Very cool. And we've got the upright. Let's go to the saloon. Okay. And walking the line. It gets a nice intimate sound. It's kind of cool to have all of these different pianos in here. And we even have the CP80. That brings back a lot of memories for me because I actually played a CP80 when I was just like in high school with the group that I was in. And I think it was like one of my first recording experiences. So it really brings back a lot of memories. And this was like a piano that had pickups in it and Nice little flanging going on. Very classic piano. Let's take the flanger off. Yeah, you just hear just the grit in there. It just has this very signature sound. And let's see what ambience we have. So we've got a little dark room. Let's take it all the way out. Yeah, just classic sound. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah. So let's. I'm going to come back to tails, but let's just pull up like the studio strings. I remembered looking at studio strings when they first came out in an update to HALion Sonic. Very beautiful textures. Let's just go to the initial studio strings. And then the modulation wheel kind of helps with the dynamics. Very nice ensemble type strings. One of the things that I like to do, and this is a perfect opportunity to do that, is to go ahead and load up the multi-instrument browser. And what we can do with that is be able to load, in HALion, you can load 64 parts. And so, man, it's a lot. So let's just stack this with like, let's just go with one of the Rhodes, one of the FM pianos here. So I'm just gonna go to keyboard, and let's just go back to those ballotines. I'm going to load that into the second slot here. And then let's go to the MIDI tab and make sure that both of these instruments are on the same MIDI channel. So now we've got studio strings and the FM lab on the same MIDI channel. So let's just take a listen to what that sounds like together. Let's do this. Let's add another instrument. Let's add the eagle. Let's add the eagle to that. And let's see. Let's go to all and just uncheck the filter there. Here we go. Let's just uncheck the eagle and go to, let's just go to phantom. Why not? And again, we've got to make sure the MIDI channel is on channel 1, and we'll just layer all 3 of these together. And let's blend. Let's take the tines down a little bit and bring the piano up some. Let's bring the tone up a little bit on the piano. See how fast it was just to kind of just put something together? That's the power of HALion, is just the immediacy of being able to just go grab different sounds and just layer them together. It's great. Okay, so let's go to the trash can and we can remove all programs, or we can save that if we want to. So let's just clear that. And let's go back to the studio strings and just kind of play a couple of more sounds from that. Winter's Tale. I know when I first took a look at HALion Sonic, it was just like amazing. This the Winter's Tale just had such a beautiful sound to it. And so here we go. Let's just take a listen. How beautiful that is. I mean, you got pianos and strings, drums, beatboxes. It's just all there. And you know, it's like the smorgasbord. It's like the buffet. And it's like we're just getting to the point where I'm getting full. But I want to show you one more thing. We have a choir brought to us from Sound Iron. And it is just a little sampling of some of the beautiful choir. Let's see. We've got two layers, and you can see down at the ends, we've got like the key switches. We've got key switches all the way down to this end of the keyboard, and this switches between layer 1. Let's see, let's go ahead and turn off layer 2. The staccatos and you've got all kinds of different articulations. And then the green key switches, they switch between the, and it's beyond the reach of the 88 controller, but, and you can see that they've got the key ranges split too. So let's go to Cavern Choir and take a listen to what that sounds like. Orchestral, keys, synthesizers, wavetables, granular synthesis, choirs. Very beautiful. Okay, so let's just go ahead and, amped Elektra. Yeah, we've got to try that. This is a fabulous electric piano. See what I'm talking about? Just when you think that you're ready for dessert, you've got to just stop and just check a little bit more. It's a really cool electric piano, and they've got it with all of these different tubes and effects. And this is called Ballad Times. And I've done videos on a lot of these instruments on their own. It's kind of fun to revisit them a little bit. It's just got a very distinctive sound. Bread and butter. It just has just a nice bite to it, you know? And let's go ahead and far away. Very beautiful. Dreamer Boy, why not? It gives us so many different colors, tone colors, and different things that we can use. It's like getting, okay, so growing up, it was like you had the crayons, had the 8 colors, then you had the 16 colors. And if you were really good, you got the big box of 64 colors or more with the sharpener. And I think that's what you kind of get with ABOLUTE. You're not just getting one, you're not getting the 8 box of crayons, you're getting the big box with the sharpener. Because with HALion, with the full version of HALion, you have the ability to go in and edit and create your own HALion instruments. So you can build your own instruments inside of HALion using your own samples and that kind of thing, and then leverage all of the synthesis engines and all of the effects and things that HALion 7 brings to the table. So it's like, yeah, the sharpener comes with this. So before we say goodbye, I want to go ahead and just pull up Tails. It's a very beautiful guitar. It's like an open tune guitar, recorded very beautifully. It just has a very beautiful character about it. Wow, there is so much here. Well, let's just start at an open tune guitar. Let's just start there. Okay, and we can kind of close some of these windows here. Just got such a beautiful tone to it. Let's go to Dreamscape. I like patch names with the word dream or you hear those strings, and that is in the texture. We've got all sorts of different textures here that we can layer and blend in with the wow, that's pretty cool. Flamenco sketches. That's a lot of fun. Flickering lights. Let's see what texture we've got. We've got inharmonic clouds. So yeah, it just adds so much fun. Just gives you such a creative palette. Well, I hope you've enjoyed taking this tour of some of my absolute things. And make sure that you stay tuned for more. Make sure that you like and subscribe. And because I really love going on these journeys with you, you know, it just gives me a lot of joy. So until next time, this is Simeon saying stay joyful.